What you're about to hear is not just a story, it's a wake-up call. A 32-year-old woman named Grace sent me this testimony after an encounter with death that changed everything she believed about prayer. By the end of this testimony, you will understand the importance of being prayerful as a believer, so I encourage you to watch this video to the end so that you won't miss any part of this testimony. But before we continue, please let me know where you are watching from. That way we can have a closer connection even if we are physically apart. Also share your thought about this testimony in the comments section so that we learn from each other on this channel. If you're joining us for the first time, please like this video, subscribe to this channel so that you can get more of this testimonies coming your way. God bless you as you do so. My name is Grace. I am 32 years old, and what I am about to share with you is not a dream, not a fantasy, but an experience that changed my life forever. It was the day I realized how powerful prayer really is, and how much is going on in the unseen world every time we open our mouths to talk to God. For as long as I can remember, I have been a Christian, but not always a strong one. I grew up going to church, singing in the choir, reading my Bible sometimes. I knew prayer was important, but if I am being honest, many times I prayed without faith. I prayed because it was what we were taught to do. I prayed because others expected me to. And often, when I didn't see answers quickly, I thought to myself, maybe God isn't really listening. Maybe my prayers are too small, maybe they don't matter. I carried those thoughts for years, and though I tried to keep believing, deep down there was always doubt inside me. That doubt almost destroyed my prayer life. Then came the day that changed everything. I felt terribly sick. It started as ordinary fever and weakness, but it got worse with each passing day. I remember being rushed to the hospital, barely conscious, hearing the voices of my family calling my name. I drifted in and out of awareness. The last thing I remember clearly before everything went dark was the doctor saying my blood pressure was dropping fast. After that, I felt my body shutting down, and it was like I was being pulled away. In that moment, I realized I was no longer in my body. I could see myself lying on the hospital bed. I saw the doctors moving quickly, nurses rushing in and out. My family stood outside the door, some crying, some praying. I wanted to reach out to them, to tell them I was still there, but I couldn't. It was as if an invisible hand was drawing me upwards. Suddenly, I found myself in a tunnel of light, moving with a speed I cannot describe. I thought maybe this was the end. Maybe I was about to die. But then something unexpected happened. I felt a presence beside me, and when I turned, I saw a being so radiant, so majestic, I knew instantly this was not a human. It was an angel. His presence carried peace and authority at the same time. Without moving his lips, I heard him speak directly into my spirit. Grace, you must come. There is something you must see. It is not yet your time. And before I could even respond, I was carried into a realm beyond what words can fully explain. I was taken into what looked like a massive hall, but it wasn't just a hall. It was alive, moving, filled with a strange intensity. On one side, I saw countless angels, clothed in light brighter than the sun. On the other side, I saw dark, shadowy beings, ugly, angry, full of hatred. And in between them, rising from the earth, I saw streams of light going upwards, like smoke or glowing scrolls. I didn't understand at first what I was looking at. But the angel pointed to them and said, "These are the prayers of the saints." I stood there frozen, watching. Every prayer offered on earth rose like a substance. Some were strong, like fire, bursting upward with force. Others were faint, like thin smoke, almost fading away. And as each prayer rose, there was a battle. The angels would rush to protect the prayers, carrying them upward, while the dark beings tried to block them, to twist them, to drag them down. I could hear clashes, I could see struggles. It was a real war happening right before my eyes, and the battleground was over something I had taken for granted my whole life: prayer. The angel touched my shoulder and said, "Look closely, Grace." And then I saw something that broke me. I saw my own prayers. Some of them glowed brightly, like shining arrows, and the angels carried them with joy. These were the times I prayed with tears, with sincerity, truly pouring my heart before God. But then I saw other prayers of mine, weak and fading, half-hearted prayers I whispered while distracted, prayers I said out of routine without really meaning it. Demons easily crushed those prayers, laughing as they scattered the smoke away. I wept as I realized how careless I had been. Then the angel showed me prayers I had abandoned, the ones I started but never finished, the ones I gave up on because I thought God wasn't listening. I saw them lying wasted, unspoken, never released into this battlefield, and I heard a voice strong and firm saying, "Every prayer matters, every word lifted to heaven carries weight, but many give up before the answer comes." My heart broke. All those years I thought my small prayers didn't count, but now I saw that even the weakest prayer had the potential to rise if only I had kept the faith. I watched as prayers from all over the world rose. I saw a mother in tears praying for her son. Her prayer was like fire, and the angels fought fiercely to protect it, finally breaking through the dark forces to deliver it upward. I saw a little child praying simply, "God, please help my daddy." That small prayer was like pure gold, shining so brightly it blinded the demons that tried to touch it. I saw pastors praying for their churches, believers praying for nations, young people crying to God for help. And I also saw countless prayers blocked, ignored, abandoned because people lost hope. The angel turned to me and said, "Grace, do you see now why you must never stop praying? The battle is real. The enemy fears the prayers of the righteous because they move the hand of God. Do not be deceived by silence. Heaven hears, angels fight. Victory is near for those who do not give up." He quoted a verse I remembered from my childhood. "The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective," James 5:16. At that moment, it was no longer just a verse in a book. I was watching it happen in front of me. I fell on my knees, sobbing, ashamed of how lightly I had treated something so holy, so powerful. I begged God for mercy. I told him, "Lord, forgive me for doubting you. Forgive me for giving up too soon. Teach me to pray again." The angel touched my head, and suddenly I felt strength and peace flooding me. Then he said, "You cannot stay here. Your time is not yet finished. Go back, Grace. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them to pray and never to stop." In an instant, I was pulled back. I opened my eyes and found myself lying on the hospital bed, gasping for air. The doctors were shocked. They said they almost lost me. My family rushed in, crying, thanking God that I was alive. But deep inside, I knew the reason I came back was bigger than survival. I came back with a message. And that is why I am sharing this testimony with you. Brothers and sisters, I saw with my own eyes the invisible war over our prayers. I saw how much the enemy hates prayer, how much he tries to stop us, how much he laughs when we give up. But I also saw the power of persistent prayer, how angels fight with all their strength to carry our petitions before God. Every time you kneel, every time you whisper, every time you cry out, something is happening in the Spirit. You may not see it immediately, but believe me, heaven is moving. So I plead with you, do not stop praying. Pray for your family, pray for your nation, pray for your friends, pray even when you don't feel like it, pray when you feel weak, pray when you don't see results. Every prayer matters. I, Grace, stand as a witness. I am alive today not just because of medicine or doctors, but because prayers were rising for me and heaven was fighting for me. Let this be your reminder. Prayer is not wasted breath. It is a weapon, it is a lifeline, it is a bridge between heaven and earth. And until the day the Lord calls us home, may we be found on our knees, lifting our voices, joining the battle, knowing that victory belongs to our God. Thank you for listening to this channel. I hope you have been blessed by this testimony. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of this content coming your way.